The same camera as excellent Mate 20 Pro, 7.2 inches of OLED screen and a 5000 milliamp battery. Let's talk about the Huawei Mate 20X. This is basically a Huawei Mate 20 Pro with a few things taken away and a few things added in. And it's a beautiful thing. Reviewed it over at techradar.com. Link is in the description below in partnership with another reviewer. But this is my 5 favorite and my 5 least favorite things about this banging phone. And I'm going to start with the things I don't like so much, namely for the reason that I like ending on a high. And a high is definitely what I found this phone to be for the most part. Starting off though, what do I not like? Speakers. Why do I not like the speakers on a phone like this, which has stereo speakers? The positioning is whack. You fire up a game, it defaults to make you hold the phone like so. You rotate it counterclockwise and bam! That is exactly where the speakers are, exactly where my palm rests. And it isn't the fact I have giant hands, I'm 6'4". It's the fact that the speakers are in a silly place. Huawei kind of should have just put them on the other side of the phone. Next up, there is no wireless charging on here. That is one of the things that has been omitted from the Mate 20 Pro. Next thing is also the fact there is no waterproofing either. No IP68 water or dust resistance, which is a shame. So it isn't quite as hard, you can't take a splash. Also, as great as that screen is, full HD resolution is not the best. I'm fortunately 34 years old, so my eyesight is bad enough that I don't notice. But if you are sprightlier than me, then you will probably pick up a pixel or two if you look closely. Finally, Huawei Vault. Emotion UI 9 features Huawei Vault. This is our own service for password management, and it is a pain in the tail end. It overrides Google's autofill feature that I use on every other Android phone I have, so I have to type passwords in here that I otherwise would have just had to have tapped a button to have had autofill in. If you are a Huawei advocate, it might be worth your time filling in the Vault, but for someone like me who flips between phones on a weekly basis, Vault, you are a pain in my tail end. But that's pretty much it. Now let's talk about what I do love about this phone, and I love those speakers. Okay, I know I bitched and moaned about holding them when you're playing a game, but if you just have this phone resting on a surface with that big screen, those speakers are awesome. I could enjoy loads and loads of episodes of The Punisher back to back, and it just sounded really, really good. I didn't have to plug in Bluetooth headphones, which I would have had to do on most other phones. Also, that big screen, like I said, my eyes aren't amazing. I don't really mind the pixel issue too much. More to the point, this has a punchy, vibrant OLED display that looks pretty glorious whether you are looking at the user interface or watching a feature film. It also feels really expensive. It's got the same finish as the Mate 20 and Mate 20 Pro, and the additional size just makes it feel that bit more luxurious. The teeny tiny bezels and the water droplet camera also just add to the mix nicely. It's also got the same camera as the Huawei Mate 20 Pro, not the Huawei Mate 20, in spite of the fact it looks more like the Mate 20. That means you've got that 3 times zoom camera as well as a wide angle and a primary high-res camera too. Very, very strong performer with a ton of shooting modes as well that really help you eke the most out of it, not to mention a banging night mode that you can even grab high dynamic range pictures in good light. Taking a look at that one, you saw my hand was shaking and it was able to capture detail in cat fur, which is generally a pretty difficult thing to do. Final point, the battery on this thing is banging. You fire up power save modes and you'll easily be able to access a full day and a half to 2 days out of it. None of them switched on, you can get through a day with no problem, even if you're a power user like me. Injustice 2 played games on this a lot and still found that it lasted well into that second day. That's been me with the Huawei Mate 20X. Hopefully you've enjoyed this and you join me for some Let's Talk About Tech sometime soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.